Hi, this is Dominic at switch2e-cigs.com. I'm going to take my glasses off because of the nasty glare. You might have to bear with me because now I can't see anything. I'm going to talk to you about electronic cigarettes because if you're watching this, you must be vaguely interested and you're probably a smoker. And you really need to find out more about these things because I'll tell you what, they're a lot cheaper than smoking. They taste a lot better than a cigarette ever did. They're a lot more convenient. And they're a lot safer. There's no tar, there's no carbon monoxide, there's no carcinogens. They won't kill you like a cigarette will. This is an e-cig right here. But I'm just messing around with YouTube right now. This is my very first video. I'm just trying to make sure I know how to work it. So chances are you'll never see this. If you do, it's the first one. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. It's the only chance I had to get around to this. I'm very busy selling electronic cigarettes via my website, switch2e-cigs.com. I want to tell people more about them. I'm on a mission to convert smokers to electronic cigarettes, to vaping as it's known, because there's no smoke involved, it's actually vapor, hence vaping. They're really good. I stopped smoking cigarettes nearly 9 months ago. Haven't wanted one for a second. These are not just a satisfactory replacement for a cigarette, they're a hell of a lot better in every way. Okay, and they taste really good. Mine taste particularly good because I import handcrafted gourmet e-liquid. That's what they call the juice that you put in them, but contains nicotine. I import it from the United States from a company called, from my good friends at juicyvapor.com, leading USA manufacturer of e-liquid or smoke juice, whatever you want to call it. They do over 700 flavours. It's really good stuff. I started buying from them because it was so good and it had so many flavours, and I tried a lot of companies. Once I found them, there's no need to shop anywhere else. So when I decided to start selling electronic cigarettes, I chose Juicy Vapor as the e-liquid I was going to sell, and in fact I'm now the exclusive UK distributor for Juicy Vapor e-liquid. You can order it direct from their website from the United States, but take a long time to get here. You'll have to pay the shipping, you'll have to pay customs duty and VAT, and it's going to be expensive. If you want it in a hurry and you can afford it, they'll be glad to send you whatever you need. Otherwise, you can go to my website at switch2e-cigs.com and you can get some there. And that's all I'm going to do right now. I have to see if this works. You'll probably never see this video. If you do, I apologise for my grubby appearance. What can I say? We're in the UK. It's 4 AM. I was going to use a bad word there, but it's freezing. It's cold, and I didn't intend to be doing this right now. I'm just messing around. But that shouldn't stop you, if you're a smoker, from getting on the internet. Most of these are sold on the internet. There's very few retail. I do sell them retail in Tooting Broadway indoor market as well. But in the first place, if you need information, watch YouTube, visit some websites, visit switch2e-cigs.com. Everything you need to know is on there. If it's not on there, there's a link to that information. Find out more. Okay? Do yourself a favour. These things work. Alright, I tried patches, I tried gum, I tried hypnotherapy, I tried cold turkey, I tried herbal cigarettes. Okay, I couldn't quit. My brain likes nicotine. Nicotine's not the worst thing about a cigarette. Is it good for you? No, it's not. But it's got none of the really bad stuff, the tar, the carcinogens, the carbon monoxide, because you're not burning it. Okay, all that bad stuff comes from lighting the cigarette. Plus cigarettes have 600 odd additives Did you know that? 600. Really, check out my website. And when you light them, those 600 additives plus the tobacco and the paper and everything else translates into over 4,000 chemicals, including 30 carcinogenic chemicals such as formaldehyde, which is used for embalming bodies among other things, arsenic, which most people have heard of. There was an old film called Arsenic and Old Lace, because you kill people pretty quickly with a bit of arsenic. None of that in an electronic cigarette, because you're not burning anything, so it doesn't kill you. It's safer and it's cheaper. Check it out. Find out more and try one. Come on down to Tooting Market, try one for free. Try every flavour I've got if you want. You'll be impressed. I have people sample these every day, okay? And there was one young guy who took one puff and said disgusting and walked away, I'll be honest with you. But one out of a great many people, every other smoker who's tried it doesn't expect it to be very good, doesn't expect it to taste very good. I love it when they try one for the first time, because I'll tell you what, without exception, their faces light up. And then they're trying to hide the smile of delight because they don't want to give away that they want one now. You know, next thing they're looking for is a discount, of course, but they can't help it. Their faces light up with surprise and delight, and you can see them thinking to themselves, why am I smoking cigarettes if this does the same thing with none of the bad stuff, and it's cheaper, a lot cheaper. Works out £1.50 to £2 for the equivalent of 20 cigarettes. This little cartridge here is a 1.1mm cartridge, and that'll give you a good 220 drags or puffs, which if you allow, you know, good 10 drags for a cigarette, I think that's average what you get out of a cigarette. That's 20 cigarettes worth. The liquid in there, juicy vapor, I import it from the States. It's more expensive than some, because most companies sell you stuff that comes from China and it's cheap and it's doesn't taste nearly so good. It's cheaper, but you get what you pay for. You pay a little bit more for this. It works out, I've worked it out quite precisely. At my prices, it works out about 89p per 20 cigarettes for the liquid. There's other costs. You have batteries and the cartridges to buy, and they wear out, but it still comes to less than £2 for 20 cigarettes. And in the UK right now, retail prices, what are we talking about? £6, £7, £7.25 for your premium brands like Marlboro. Do the maths. Save yourself £150 a month. Save your life. Okay. Oh, and one other thing. You're not burning anything. You're not burning any tobacco, right? So they're not covered by the ban which came into force under the 2006 Health Act, which refers to the burning of tobacco or similar substances or any other lit substance in a public place. These are quite harmless to people around you. When you puff on them, you're only exhaling water vapor. They're practically odorless to other people, and they're perfectly legal. You can smoke them anywhere. No more standing in the rain or the cold. Planes, trains, automobiles. Smoke them wherever you want. Okay? Really? Just like a cigarette. Cheaper, tastier. They won't kill you. Think about it. Check out switch2e-cigs.com, or I don't care, check out any website. Do yourself a favour, smokers. Stop living in denial. Stop disassociating, because that's what you're doing. If you're not trying to quit, you're ignoring what you're doing to your health. You're choosing to ignore it because you like the nicotine. Well, listen up. You can have the nicotine. Nicotine is not what kills you. Nicotine's not good for you. No. You know, there are some links with nicotine to heart disease and cardiovascular disease, but in relative terms, it's about as dangerous as taking caffeine in your tea or coffee. I'm serious. It's about as dangerous as eating French fries. It's not good for you, but in moderation, it's not going to kill you. Cigarettes can. And in the long term, okay, if you lived long enough, if you didn't have a natural lifespan of, for most people, of less than 100 years, they'd kill everybody. But they'll kill you early, if nothing else, you know. Every time you smoke a cigarette, you can expect to reduce your life expectancy by 6 minutes. Now, if you've been smoking a long time, if you've been smoking since you were a youngster, by the time you get to 50, you've been poisoning yourself every day, and you're physically nearly as old as a 70-year-old. Check it out, look it up, it's true. Do yourself a favour. Switch to something that is better, that is cheaper, that is less damaging to your health, and tastes so good you're going to love it. I promise you. Check it out. Come to switch2ecigs.com. Thanks for watching. See you next time.